Definitely have some disturbing trends going right now. You cannot make this stuff up. Check out this headline right here. US investigation uncovers two 10-year-olds working at Kentucky McDonald's. Investigation also found 3 franchises in 4 states, employed a total of 305 children working more than legally permitted hours. I mean, this really is a damn shame. Thank you, Michael from The Guardian again. Hey, toddlers know the golden arches, but you ain't supposed to put them to work like that, McDonald's. Shame on you. What the actual hell is going on at the golden arches? It gets even worse because this is not, unfortunately, an isolated incident. The 3 McDonald's franchises cited in the investigation own a total of 62 locations across Kentucky, Indiana, Maryland, and my home state of Ohio, and were found to employ 305 children working more than legally permitted hours and performing job tasks prohibited by law for their age. The investigation found the franchise employed 14 and 15-year-olds who were working outside of and over the number of hours minors are permitted to work and exceeding the daily and weekly limits, including cases where the workers were on the job during school hours. I mean, what in the actual hell, McDonald's? Really? Does it take all that? I mean, your sign says more than 1 billion served, but who knew that you would go this low to really take advantage of children in this way? Really, shame on you. And the penalty for these crimes, a slap on the pinky, really nothing. Civil penalties totaling over $212,000 were issued against the franchise for the violations. I mean, they can give that in their sleep. And McDonald's USA senior vice president and the chief people officer, Tiffany Boyd, gave a ridiculous, really half-assed corporate response. We expect more, but we shouldn't be surprised. These reports are unacceptable, deeply troubling, and run afoul of the high expectations we have for the entire McDonald's brand. We are committed to ensuring our franchises have the resources they need to foster safe workplaces for all employees and maintain compliance with all labor laws. Now, Tiffany could have did a lot better and just said, this is a whole ass shame, and it will not be tolerated on our work. Big Wise, I mean, to me, it's really simple. For something like this, when you got to string together a whole lot of words, you saying a whole lot of nothing, it's simple. This is unacceptable. It will not be tolerated. It will be dealt with, and we apologize.
Yeah, I think it's obvious that this is completely unacceptable. There's a reason why we have child labor laws, right? And especially a labor-intensive job like McDonald's, right? They're gonna be mopping floors, cleaning toilets, handling hot-ass grease. Like, these aren't just menial tasks, right? Like, this is stuff that you want an adult in charge of, right? And the idea that they're working them adult hours, let alone these adult tasks, I think is kind of wild. I can remember when I was young, we would sort of do the thing where you bag groceries for tips. And when you're like 11, 10 years old, 1 hour can seem like a whole day. You might do that for an hour or so, get you $5, go buy some basketball cards or something. But nobody was really doing hard labor that you would see at a place like McDonald's when they were, under the age of 15, 16, right? And so this is obviously shameful. I think they should be dissuaded from this. And I think more than dissuaded from this, how about this? Hire adults and pay them a livable wage.
How about that?
$1 billion corporation. How about do that?
How about that, Wise? That'll keep it real simple. And pay adults enough money to have a living wage so that they can, in fact, support their family. We know inflation is high due to corporate greed, primarily supercharged by corporate greed. The pandemic has not really let up on the people who were suffering the most. It just exacerbated that suffering, and that's really stooping really low. I mean, it's one thing for a toddler to say, recognize the golden arches. It's another thing for them to damn near be putting toddlers to work. They should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. And not to say every McDonald's franchise is doing that. Every McDonald's franchise certainly is not doing that. But when you have this number of franchises across that many states participating or abusing the labor of children in this way, it should be a 911. 911, what's your emergency? Okay, this is in fact an emergency.